Hi, this is Munmun Dutta. This is a first of a kind for me. I'm here with Pinkvilla doing a Get Ready With Me section. So generally when I step out, I don't wear foundation on a regular basis other than my work. I generally wear concealers, lip tint, little mascara, lip balm, and I'm done and sorted. But because we're doing a video and a makeup session here, let me show you different ways of wearing foundation. And मैं आज आपके सामने यहाँ पे foundation लगाने वाली हूँ. So I'm carrying few of them. I've been shooting a lot outdoors recently, so I feel I'm a little tanned right now. So I am going to wear the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation, one of my favorite ones. But before that, let me apply a little bit of Wonder Glow. Now that we're doing it, let's go all out and do it. This is the very famous Charlotte Tilbury, one of her, initial products that she had launched. I was very lucky to have seen Charlotte Tilbury in Scotland once, and I was so starstruck because I'm a huge fan of her work. I'm a huge fan of all those international makeup artists' work, be it Lisa Eldridge, Makeup by Mario, Hang Wango, Patrick Ta. Have learned a lot from them. So yeah. Okay, so we are done with the little bit of glow. Let's start with the foundation. Maybe I'm gonna wear, so this is one of my very favorite foundation. This is a Giorgio Armani Lasting Silk, Lasting Silk UV foundation. I love this Pat McGrath also. For a daily use, I prefer this Eyeshadow foundation. This is very sheer. Love this. But today I'm going to use maybe the Laura Mercier one. Yeah, okay. So, very little is more than enough. Fingers. Always start from the middle of the face and blend it out. This is the Sigma brush. Start with little foundation and blend it out. Blending is the key to anything. A little goes a long way. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of more foundation and apply it on my neck. This seems to have blended pretty well. I am going to use my damp beauty blender and also blend it out a little extra. This also soaks up any extra foundations if you have. Also, जो extra oil release हो रही है ऐसा लग रहा है, ये भी वो soak कर लेगा. So yeah. Okay, concealer time. Let's conceal whatever needs to be concealed. So a little bit of concealer here. Where else do I need? Okay, here. I'm going to use this Rare Beauty Liquid Blush. I'm not a big fan of this, being very honest. For some reason, I feel कि ये उतना long lasting नहीं है और ना ही ये skin के साथ उतना I don't know, उतना बैठता नहीं है. For some reason, the moment you apply the beauty blender or like a sponge, ये remove हो जाता है. But still, I'm going to use it today. And let's see how does it go today. I've mixed it up with the Charlotte Tilbury one. So blush is something that you can build. Start with a little bit of an amount. I'm also going to apply a little powder blush on this later on.
Okay, not bad.
So it gives you a nice glow. Blending with your finger needs another kind of talent, I think. This is a very good setting powder. So is this hourglass one. So removing the excess here and tapping it. You can see the difference immediately. All the oil and everything has been, mattified. But there's also a little bit of glow. Okay, this looks good enough for me. So this is the Huda palette. I'm going to take this one. मैं ये काफ़ी use करती हूँ. Okay, flat brush for all over the lid. And now we're going to cut our crease and make a different crease because I have hooded eyes, as I said. So it has to be a little darker than the one that we used over here. So I'm going to use, this one. I'm going to mix a little bit of this too. And apply it over here. Okay, I'm going to use this highlighter as my eyeshadow. The highlighting eyeshadow over here. So I would prefer using it a little wet with a wet brush. So okay. ये मैं हमेशा करती हूँ ऐसे. When you dip your brush in a little bit of water or setting spray and use your eyeshadows, somehow it sticks good on your skin and it's long lasting, way long lasting than a normal powdery ones. So I'm going to use a little bit of this highlighter. And just in the middle. Let's get back to this eyeliner. I'm going to put a little wash of color here, a little over here, and wing it out. Okay, wing it out. I'm going to apply a little bit of more darker color in the end. So there's a cream shadow over here, which is the black one. So I'm going to take a little bit of that cream shadow and do the wing. So winging my eyeliner is my thing. So if I can say that what is your most favorite thing to do in your makeup, I would say winged eyeliner. And I think in South Asian faces, Arabic faces, I think we look good with, winged eyeliner. Okay, ज़्यादा ना लंबा हो गया हो, हम बाद में इसको sort out कर लेंगे. Okay, so I'm going to use our Maybelline सस्ता टिकाऊ और अच्छा. Unfortunately, I don't have the mascara that I use for my lower lash. That's the MAC mascara. The lower lash ones have, those smaller and the thinner ones. That's better to use it for your lower lash. But in सब में काफ़ी मोटा है, but I'm going to make use of it today and make it happen, work it out. Okay. I love white pencil for your, inner lining. It's a very Bengali thing, I think. So yeah, proud Bengali. So I'm going to use तो मैं जनरली ना सारी चीज़ें मेरे पैकेट में ही रखती हूँ, तो ऐसा नहीं कि ये नए हैं, मतलब नए हैं बट 10 साल पुराना भी होगा तो मुझे पैकेट में ही मिलेगा, बिकॉज आई लाइक टू कीप थिंग्स इन पैकेट्स. सो दिस इज़ आवर ग्लास. A very good alternative for our glass is, I think, Maybelline का एक Fit Me ये आता है, blush आता है. You can always use that. This is a lovely color. कहाँ है? Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of blush on this part of my face. I am a blush person, I would say. I love blushes. मैं ढेर सारा blushes लगाते हूँ. I like to make my face pretty pink. So I'm going to get back to my blush again maybe after some time when I'm done with my lipstick. Okay, getting back to lipstick. I'm going to use lip liner over here. Overlining a little over here. So it already makes it look very, perky. So I forgot one of my very favorite lipstick that I use most of the time during this look, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Sexy Sienna. That's a nice peachy nude color. But I have a different one today, and this is also Charlotte Tilbury, and what is it called? Karina Star. Okay. So I'm going to use this one right now. I'm going to mix maybe a couple of them. This is a nice color. I like it. I like these nude colors that I have from Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm almost done. Let me see if I want to do any little bit of touch up. I'm going to highlight my natural til. I call it my Cindy Crawford til. Natural hai bhai. Okay. Lovely. Okay. I'm going to apply this liquid liner right over here, and I am going to draw a little bit of, I'm going to draw some lashes with this, but very small ones, very small stroke. You can also do it with a brown one, but I think my brown आज लाई नहीं हूँ. Very small ones. Barely you can see this. So right at the roots of my lashes, I'm just putting a little bit of dots. Okay. I'm going to finalize my look with a little bit of powder. Okay. Just clearing it up. Just removing all the shine. And I'm going to use a little extra of that white eyeliner. And then I think I'm done. Good. I could use a little bit of more mascara, but it's okay. I think I'm okay because I don't have my the small wand mascara, because if I use this one, somehow it's just going to transfer it on my lower lid. So I think I'm okay. I'm going to use my sponge and blend it all together. Soak up the extra oil and the shine. And I am done. Let me remove my hairband and show you the final look. So this is the final look. I've removed my hairband and everything, and this is the look which I would do normally if I'm going out for a meeting, or maybe sometimes when I'm going for an event and all that. So I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you get to learn something from the video.
To watch the full video, click here. पूरा वीडियो देखने के लिए यहाँ क्लिक करें.